Set sails over the inline. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Watch left. Start right there.
Here we go. They'll go again with Bell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And incomplete to open things up. Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
Come on, let's go.
Got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Tight right. Here we go.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Let's go. One.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice. Hit. Eat. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
All right, Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. The Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, it's Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight end. Hey, guys.
Detroit! Blue 90! Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunter. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ohio. 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 He's coming. Let's go. Ohio.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end, Clay. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now, check, Patriots.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tight end right.
Here we go now.
3 down.
Cut.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And he's taken down, back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 190!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination.
2 times, 2 times! All right, here we go.
The give is to Bell. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll set up to throw. Sheds off the tackle. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Flex round. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Double tight. 3 down.
They go play action now. Taylor looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahali. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now let's go. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight
All right,
right.
now, Detroit. Now let's go.
We got 3.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And here come the Bills. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Flex round.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Strong right.
Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Back there. No. Check. Patriots. Now let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler going deep here for Bryant. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Coming to you.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
With it is Brown. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Set. Green. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
No. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. 319.
They'll look to throw here. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're going to look to throw. A screen to Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I know you feel that.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Green 39! Green 39!
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Come on, let's go!
Mike's 50.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Come on, let's go!
Taylor. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
3 down.
Let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Here we go.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's McCoy. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, guys.
Now let's go.
Check me out.
Blue 90.
We got to stand up over
Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Coming all day.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep.
On second down, here's Osweiler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now out come the Bills. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Let's run, fella, let's run. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Let's go. White, 90. White,
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Double tight, double tight.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Gun.
Right 51.
Hurry up, over. Leopard.
Watch the lane. 6
Time for a
guys. Check
break.
6 guys.
Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Check. Watch the edge.
And the Steelers on third down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
We got three.
Blue 90!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Control. Over. Here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight ends, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Set! Blue!
They'll drop to throw. And he finds McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Bills getting set to go. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. In motion, the tight end, Clay. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check,
Let's go.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually